Hey, hi, I'm Khalid.
And I'm Gary.
Hey, we're here to. I just wanted to ask. Gary's my partner, and I just wanted to ask him, what did you do during COVID and MCO? It's a big deal, right?
Well, it's a big deal to me at least. Well, I basically did not do anything during COVID-19. I just enjoy home cook. My wife is a very good cook, and never in my life I've been eating so much at home. I enjoyed it.
So, did you gain weight by eating at home?
I thought I would gain weight. Every one of my friends, when I posted every meal every day during COVID-19, everybody asked me, did I gain weight? But I did not gain weight. No, in fact, I lose weight. Well, I think it's because of all the healthy food. We've been eating very, very well at home, and I never thought that I enjoy home cooking so much.
Yeah, because whether it's personal or professional, I remember Gary and I used to eat and entertain clients all the time outside,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Hotels, restaurants,
Yes.
all that sort of stuff. But
Yeah.
you enjoyed home cooking.
Well, I hate to say it, but yes, right now, yes.
Okay, good.
Just both, as Khalid mentioned, both of us travel around quite a few countries all the time. I mean, I think we travel around almost every other week, and we enjoy the outside restaurant, hotels, and things like that. And never I thought that I would ever enjoy home cooked meals. But this during MCO, it was an eye opener. We can be creative. We can be creative with food. We can be the food can be very healthy, and the best part is the quality time spent preparing the food and enjoying the meals together.
With the
And that
family.
to me is something. I mean, something I have never done for 40 over years of my life, and that is an eye opener, I would say. What about you, Khalid? What did you do?
Yeah, it's interesting enough. You enjoyed cooking your wife's food.
I don't cook. I just enjoy the food.
Yeah, we know that, Gary. We know that. So for myself, I actually enjoyed cooking. I mean, believe it or not, I've always had maids, and I've never sort of been into the kitchen to cook. I can boil water, I can boil an egg, but that's about it. So during COVID, I mean, I started dabbling in a bit of cooking, and now I can cook decently. I mean, the people at home, they say that they can eat my cooking and they enjoy cooking, and I really, really enjoy cooking. So during COVID, during those 3 months, I cooked, I baked, so I enjoyed not only eating but also cooking.
Well, certainly not the Khalid that I know.
That's true. That's true. Hey, again, we're here to talk about my cooking story, right? What is that, Gary? What's my cooking story?
Well, my cooking story is something that an inspiration that we got while working and staying at home for the last 3 months during MCO. It is an inspiration we got exactly because of the healthy meals that Khalid spent so much time preparing. I spent so much time eating from my wife's cooking, and we thought to ourselves, hey, actually, to many people, I even asked many of my friends who have never touched, they have never touched a cookware in their life for the last 40 years. We are all in the 40s, right? And all of a sudden, we can see from day one of the MCO till the end of the MCO, you can see the transformation from a person who can hardly fry an egg to someone who can even cook even chicken curry and even some difficult dishes, I would say. So all these actually open our eyes, coupled with some research as well. Online sales for kitchenware has skyrocketed to some of the categories has grown by 800%. So we saw this as a great unusual time where I think there's a big market opening up in terms of demand for home cooking, home serving, home eating, and we thought my cooking story will be the perfect platform for us to share. I mean, quality cookware, quality kitchenware at an affordable price for home cooks, the many new home cooks in our country. So yeah, that's basically how we come up with My Cooking Story.
So it's interesting, I mean, what Gary said. So it's my cooking story. And what we also want, I mean, from my point of view, what I realized was I was looking at Jamie Oliver, Gordon Ramsay, and I was following their recipes, right? But then, you know, for example, I made shepherd's pie, right? And I shared it with my family. They kind of liked it, but it wasn't spicy enough for them, right? So then I realized to myself, I said to Gary one day, hey, you know, why don't we get together? Because there are lots of people like me, because as Gary said, he's got friends who started cooking. I've got friends who started cooking as well, and they enjoy cooking. So, you know, how about sharing our recipes, you know, sharing Malaysian cooking with each other? And you know, I went online, looked around, there wasn't any forum or a platform for all of us, you know, I call myself a closet cook or an amateur cook or a home cook, to come together, share their recipes, showcase what they've made, because I also realized, not just me, Gary, I mean, whenever I do something, when I cook something, I send it to Gary, and I look forward to him saying, wow, Khalid, on WhatsApp, and that makes me feel good. And I realize a lot of my friends do that as well. And so, you know, we've created a platform, not just for kitchenware, but also for the home cooking community to come together, share their happiness, share their artwork, which is they're cooking the dishes they've cooked, on, you know, social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. And also, you know, one of the things that Gary kept saying, right, again, you know, Gary's wife cooks, he sends me photos where all of the stuff that you know, that's displayed on their table, dining table, looks really, really like a restaurant. So, you know, I said to Gary, hey, you know, this looks like a restaurant. What's the secret? How did you, you know, how did your wife make this look like a restaurant?
Yeah. That's just not the only feedback from Khalid. And in fact, many of my friends actually ask me this question, hey, how do you guys do it? Because I have a talented wife who cooks well. She learns very fast in terms of new dishes. And more importantly, she knows how to serve it well as well, to make it more appetizing for the family. The other thing is, well, when we experiment with new dishes, all right, at the same time we are looking at how do we actually make it much more appealing in terms of when we serve the food on the table. Because we told ourselves, remember, I don't know with you, but in the family that I grew up, you know, my mom always tells me, well, the nice plates and dinnerware, please keep it aside so that we can actually use it when there's a VIP come visiting our house. So what happened with that statement is that we always tend to keep all our nice dinnerware, nice serveware in the cabinet, sometimes not forgetting even that they are there, just to wait for that one day VIP guy or VIP family friend who comes and we can use it. So we told ourselves, why do we have that mentality? It's not right. We should be using the best dinnerware every day, because it makes our life much happier when we share the bonding time during the meals. And I think nobody is more important than your own family when you have your meals every day.
Agreed.
So to us, it's kind of like opens up this mentality, put it aside. I think that's the reason why I think we should maintain a very high standard in terms of we eat well, we serve our food well, because those are quality family bonding time. That's what I understand.
So you also brought the outside dining experience
Yes.
inside your house, right?
That's right.
That's what you're saying.
That's the exact reason why we actually take pictures and share it in the Facebook. Then friends is asking, wow, you're like eating outside in the 5-star restaurant every day. I said, well, you can do that too.
Yeah.
You can do that too. It's not difficult. Just make an effort and open up your cabinet and bring out your best dinnerware or serveware.
So, you know, the other thing I realized, Gary, is I think I call you all the time and I tell you, whenever I'm watching these recipes, right, I don't know whether you guys have the same experience, they say, you know, you need a whisk, you need a spatula, you need a deep wok, a 32 cm wok to cook the fried rice, right? But when I look around my kitchen, I couldn't find those things, right? So when I actually Googled, when I went out there and started looking for it, it was very expensive. I mean, there are some good brands from Europe, from America, from Korea, and they were expensive, right? So I said to Gary, mate, I enjoy cooking, but I don't have enough of the, kind of the professional stuff, right? So what did you say to me, Gary?
Yeah, I mean, in the past 15 years, we have been distributing professional kitchenware to big companies. And I told Khalid, why not you just go to the office and open up the storeroom and just get a few of the cookwares and try it yourself, because I've been using it. What you've been doing? But yeah, I mean, on a serious note, this is how the idea comes about, because the kitchenware that we've been distributing to big companies for the last 15 years, we never thought of doing direct to consumers. And because of the MCO and the new trend of customers buying everything online, I mean, during the MCO, it, everybody order online, whether it's vegetables, fruits, and even vegetables direct from Cameron Highlands. You can order roasted duck, anything that you think about they are able to deliver right to your doorstep. And because of this, it accelerates the online sales by a few 100% at least. So we thought to ourselves, hey, why not we share our products, which we have been doing and supplying to big companies for the past 15 years, direct to consumers. Now is the right time. I mean, by doing that, more people will be able to enjoy quality products at very affordable price, because it's going direct. That's what this is how the idea comes about. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, I completely forgot that we are actually suppliers of kitchenware. And so I did go to the storeroom and found myself, quite amazed, because, I never clicked, because I never used to cook. Kitchenware and my cooking and, using our own kitchenware. So what I found out in the storeroom and what I've been, using is for food preparation. We've got some fantastic knife ranges. Then, for cooking, we've got some great cookware, and they're all pretty much branded, Gary.
Yes.
I mean, international brands, whether it's from Europe or Korea.
Yeah.
And then, baking, I baked a banana bread over the weekend.
Wow.
And my missus said it was really nice. So it was all, baked from our own kitchenware. So, from cookware, bakeware, then serving, we've got some great dinner plates and so on. And also storing, because again, when you look at storing, we usually store things in plastic containers, and it's really difficult to wash. And with hygiene and the current times, our storage containers are made out of glass, borosilicate glass, where it's easy to store, microwave, and so on. So I brought them all home, and I've been trying it for the last 2 months, and it's all working out. It's it makes my cooking experience more convenient and enjoyable, using nice and appropriate things, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is as Gary said, this is where it all started. Then I also said to Gary, hang on, as I mentioned to you before, when I tried to find these items online in various marketplaces, they were kind of expensive. So I said to Gary, what can we do now? How can we make this more affordable?
Yeah, I mean, of course, if you go through many channels and eventually reach the consumers, of course, it's also depending on brands, and there are so many types of cookware in the market. Some are for really upmarket, then some are targeting at the masses. Some are really low, but the quality is low as well. So we found a gap where we can actually, make available quality kitchenware or cookware for healthy cooking at an affordable price. Not necessarily you must buy it at a really expensive price. So that is where we really sit down seriously and look at it. Hey, we can actually build a community in my cooking story platform, because many new home cooks would like to learn more, would like to learn more dishes as well. they also would have great demand in terms of kitchenware and the accessories, servingware. Because if you are being a new home cook, you never cook a whole of your life, all of a sudden you basically, okay, the first thing that you will buy is a wok, is a saucepan, is a casserole. That's it. You have that basic 3-piece cookware.
Absolutely agree.
So as you learn more and as you learn to cook more sophisticated dishes
Or diverse. Yeah.
or diverse dishes, you will find yourself you need more, like grill pan or even the utensils. You have much more requirements in terms of the kitchen. So we want to make sure that this habit of home cook stays within our community in Malaysia, because we feel that it's a good thing, and we want to encourage that by making My Cooking Story as the nucleus in terms of building and maintaining this habit of home cooking and family bonding. That's why our My Cooking Story, this My Cooking Story is more on community rather than just selling our products. It's more of sharing recipes, sharing advices, sharing photos, and why is my bread this way? It doesn't look as good as yours. What is the missing link? Missing recipe. So people start to share, and we want to do that. Yeah.
So Gary, in summary, I suppose what you're trying to say, or what we're trying to say to you, is we want all of you home cooks, your amateur cooks, closet cooks like myself, and of course professional eaters like Gary. We want all of you to come together to the My Cooking Story community, share your learnings, share your experiences, share your mistakes, share some hacks with us, but also what we'd like to give from our end, from me and Gary, is to give you a positive, enjoyable and convenient cooking experience. So we've got professional kitchenware for that. You can always go and check it out. And again, we understand that we're all price sensitive these days, especially after the MCO and COVID. So again, all of these things, all of these offerings will come to you at a great value. So again, talking about all this has been fun this morning, Gary.
Yeah.
But I think now all of this food talking and cooking talking is making me hungry. What about you?
Yeah, in fact, my wife is actually cooking in the kitchen while we have this video session, and she's preparing some. She will serve it, and you will enjoy it.
Really? Oh, that's a surprise, Gary.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you very much, and this is My Cooking Story, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Yeah.
And we will actually launch My Cooking Story officially in August, and stay tuned, guys.
All right. See you. Thank
See
you.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye.